What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great day getting into this episode of GH. This was a good episode. I enjoyed this. Um, Sasha, let me get this heifer out the way first because she pissing me off first and foremost. Like her wanting Jason to continue this dumbass story, this dumbass lie of you are the baby's father. I still need you to pretend to be the baby's father. No, no, no. They need to nip this shit in the bud right now because I'd have had enough of it. Like seriously, I'm over it. It's completely stupid. And I'm glad Michael told Jason like he want to be, a part of this baby's life. Because what father, what parent, mother or father, could walk around a town knowingly having a child in the same town as you and not be a part of that child's life? Like just willfully not be a part of this child's life. The only people who do that type of stuff is deadbeats. That's the only people. And Michael is far from that. Far from it. He really loves his kids. So I knew there was no way in the world he could be in that town, raise two children, and knowingly have a third one out there that he has nothing to do with. No. No. Because Jason's sitting there talking about, oh, Sasha loves her independence. I don't give a damn what she love. I don't care. Ain't nobody stopping Sasha from having her independence. If that's what she want, cool. She don't have to take money from Michael. She don't have to. But if Michael wants to be a part of that child's life, she better not stand in his way of doing that unless she want to be the next one on the damn witness stand or in the courtroom going through her own little custody battle. And trust, the custody battle between her and Michael is it's not going to be like Willow and Drew. It'll be completely different. Michael could beat Sasha in the courtroom with one hand tied behind his back. That'd be a slam dunk for him to win that. First of all, her whole history he could use against her. She an ex crackhead. He can use all that against you. Like he'll beat you without even blinking an eye. Please, that new baby will be in his house before dinner. Stop playing with it. Let that man be a part of that child life. It ain't gonna be the worst thing for you. You ain't got to take his money. He could take care of the child and not give you a dime. You know what I'm saying? He could take care of the child when the child with him. He do for the child or whatever. The child gonna have nice clothes, gonna have whatever it need. You ain't gotta take no money. You ain't gotta take a dime. And if you do take some money, it'll be specifically for the child because Michael needs to do his part for the child. You can still have your independence. He ain't gotta front you. He ain't gotta pay for you a place to stay or buy you a vehicle or nothing that baby daddies do for their baby mama. And that's being generous too, because you got some baby daddies out there that would do things for their baby mama if they can afford those things. Even the ones that barely can afford it still go above and beyond to even help the mother, financially and otherwise. But if she don't want that, that's cool. You ain't gotta take it, but he still need to be a part of that child's life. And she shouldn't deny him that. I don't care what you think about his family or whatever. Okay, you think Sonny's a danger to the child. You don't want the child being raised around a quarter man craziness. But pretending Jason is the father, how is that any different? Jason lives in the fucking mansion. You live in the mansion. How is any of that different? You still dealing with the quarter man craziness. You still have the element of danger around you by naming Jason as the father. It makes no sense. The whole story is just dumb. And it should have never got started. It's just stupid at this point. I ain't gonna hold you. I love that little showdown between Michael and Willow. Michael was giving it to her ass because Willow sitting there talking, oh, the kids love it at Drew. I'm not forcing them to do anything. Like, hell, you are. You are forcing them kids to live there. You were living in the gatehouse. You chose to move out of the gatehouse and move into Drew's house. You chose to do that. You did not have to. And if you didn't want to live on a quarter main property, that's fine. You could have just continued to stay with Nina. You allowed Drew to manipulate you and talk you into moving into his house with them kids. That's what you allowed, dum dum. So you did force the kids. And I'm glad Michael brought it to her attention that Wiley told him out of his own mouth that he didn't want to stay there, that he wanted to go back and live with Michael. This heifer tried to create some insta family with her and Drew and the kids, and no, it ain't going down like that. Hell no. And I'm glad Michael let her know you can have access to the kids. I'm not gonna stop you, but there's no way in hell Drew gonna be around them. And I said that yesterday too. I was like, nope, that need to be a condition of custody. Drew cannot have any influence over the kids. He cannot be around the children. Michael has a right to speak his mind about that. Those are his kids too. And if he feels Drew is a danger to those kids, which he is, no. Nope. Absolutely not. And I am so glad that when Willow got in that car and told Drew about what happened, she finally took them rings off her finger. I said, it's about time. Now Drew got the rings in his finger. I said, Drew, get them rings back to the Quartermains. Tracy better come get her mom a ring. I'm just saying. Because Drew, give it back. I know he don't think he gonna keep it for whatever dumbass reason. You know, and here go Willow yet again. Can't speak for herself, can't think for herself. Drew sitting there, oh, don't let Michael have control over you. He just gonna use it. Oh, you can't trust him, and I'm gonna help you. Willow is a damn nut and a half. She gonna start to resent that man when she lose custody of her kids. Cause she putting all her faith in Drew. Like a fool. Like a fool. And it's gonna bite her in the ass too. And I can't wait for that to happen. Like she is just everything Michael said to her was so true. Like she's made disastrous decision after decision. She has put her needs and wants above those damn kids. And Drew sitting here talking about, oh, we gonna dig up dirt on Michael. We gonna get him. Drew, clearly you need your ass beat again. Cause I feel like Jason whooped your ass the first time, but he need to do a better job. Cause I feel like Jason went light on him compared to what Jason has done to other people before. Beat his ass. I mean, just beat him senseless. Put him in that damn Pine Barren somewhere. Like, seriously. Ugh, so sick of him in his big mouth. Like, Willow. She raised my pressure. I had a normal blood pressure before I seen this episode. My blood pressure was very normal. And I feel like it has spiked. It spiked. Because, you know, I can't stand stupidity. I cannot. Lord. Stupidity. I can't do that. I can't. I can't fix stupid. I can fix a lot of things. I can't fix stupid now. Can't do it. Sorry. So anyway, moving on from that. See, I knew it was gonna be a matter of time for Dante got up in that ass on Lulu. I knew it. I knew he was gonna come call her. I knew it. See, Leslie Lou, this what happened when you be too nosy and be in people's business now. And I agree with Dante. If Lulu really felt Dante should have known, why not tell Dante the moment you find out? Why sit there and confront Lois? That just proves Dante's point that you didn't do this for him. You did this to stick it to BLQ. That's what you did. Because if you really cared about him knowing the moment you found out, you would have came to him and told him. Do I think she genuinely felt like Dante should have known? Yes. But do I also believe that this was a plot on her end to stick it to BLQ? Hell yeah. 1,000% yes. 1,000%. She wanted to humiliate her, wanted her to look bad. She did. And Dante called her out on it. She could sit there and deny it all she wants to, but the proof is in the pudding. Because now if you want somebody to know something, you're going to go directly to the person that you want to know. You're not going to go to third parties and sit there and run your mouth to them. Why would you do that? If you didn't have ulterior motives for outing this secret to begin with. You know, and then she going to sit there talking about she don't want Dante. Now you don't want him. Before you was all in love with him and wanted him back. Now all of a sudden you don't want him back now. And I'm glad Dante just left it alone. He was like, you know what? Stay away from Gio. Stay away. Don't, and you know, I'm going to let Rocco know you keep your mouth shut if you can do that. Like Lulu just need to go mind her business. Go focus on your job. Or whatever job it is that you have these days. Go focus on that. And mind your doggone business. You know what I mean? Like, Lulu was doing way too much. Like, do I feel like the secret needed to come out? Hell yeah, it did. But the way she went about it was very sneaky. And she was moving funny. So if I was in Dante's shoes, I would have felt the same exact way. Like you did, like you had ulterior motives for doing this other than you genuinely felt I needed to know. I don't feel like that's her only reasoning for it. Like Lulu is just Luluing. Per usual. I enjoy Gio and Emma together. I do, and I'm glad that he clarified why he broke that violin because I knew why he did it. because he felt like he thought he got that talent from his mother, to come to find out that wasn't even his mother, and I hate that for him, that he's questioning his whole existence now. But at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, Camilla is still his mother where it counts. It don't matter how she ended up with him. The fact is, she loved him, nurtured him. She gave that boy everything a child could have, a child could want. You know what I'm saying? Gave that boy a stable home, gave him love, you know? She gave him that. She provided him that. And he should take solace in it. I can understand why he's upset now, but I think once he calms down, he gonna realize, you had a great life up until this point. You had a great life. And that's all that matters. But I'm glad he got Emma there to, be by his side and be his rock. I could see them as a cute little couple. By her just being there listening to him, that I'm sure goes a long way with him. You know what I'm saying? It shows him like, yo, this girl really down for me. She's there when it counts. She's there when I need her. That goes a long way with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because, when you are going through your darkest moments, you got to look around, see who's there and see who's not. Emma was there, So I know that's going to go a long way with him. And, I think him and, if written correctly, him and Emma could be another super couple if written correctly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hold my breath on that, but one could hope. Do I think it could happen? Yeah, if the writers want it to, but, lately them and couples are just hit and miss. More miss than hit, but anything's possible, I guess. But I'm glad Emma let him know, like, at the end of the day, she didn't believe Dante genuinely knew. Because he did, because Gio is questioning everybody at this point. Like, he wants to know who knew, who didn't, and I don't blame him because I feel the same way. I would feel the exact same way if I was in his shoes, because you don't know who to trust, But he still think Dante hate him. That's why him and Dante need to sit down and have a conversation. And Dante needs to apologize to him for how he treated him for the Rocco situation, because it really wasn't Gio's fault. He did nothing wrong. That little corny ass angst is going to be one of those storylines I know I'm never going to be able to stand, because that was just dumb angst in a way. But anyway, moving on from that. Ned and Tracy pretty much are over Lois at this minute. They putting all of this shit on Lois. And I could understand why they're putting it more on Lois than they are on BOQ not telling them, because they feel like she was the teenager back then. Lois was the adult. You know what I'm saying? So they felt like it was on Lois. But as much as I agree with that part of it, I also agree that once BOQ got grown, fully grown, she should have told them this. I can understand her not telling them when she was a teenager, but once you became an adult, she should have confided in them and told them. Despite what she think how they may have reacted to it, she still should have told them that. So I feel like she still needs to hold or be held accountable for her part in all of this. Keeping this a secret for as long as she did. It was so funny though when Tracy was talking to Olivia. And Tracy realized that her and Sonny Corinthos are they got blood ties now. That shit was funny. That was hilarious because Tracy was so over it. She, of course, do not want Sonny to have any influence over Gio whatsoever. So, Tracy gonna go to the ends of the earth to make sure that shit don't happen. And I can't say I blame Tracy. Even though Sonny talking about getting out the business, but still, who would want their kid or grandkid turning out like Sonny at any point? Like, absolutely freaking not. Cody was a part of this episode. I got to do that because they need to find something more for Cody to do. Like, he's sitting over here, oh, I feel so bad. Cody, shut up. This ain't about you. You ain't the star of this storyline right now. Be quiet. Nobody care about how you feel. Oh, I feel so bad. We don't care, Cody. We don't care. But I love the moment between Ned and BOQ, because at the end of the day, she got to give Gio, a break. Like, let the boy process this, and maybe he'll come to you and want some answers and want to talk to you. You got to give him a moment. You know what I'm saying? It's raw for him right now. Like, The life he thought he knew was not what he thought. Give him a moment. You have to. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.